Hello and welcome back to the Mother-in-Law Suite. I apologize. I know. I missed last week. Man, things have been moving. Adam got onto me here too. He said we didn't release an episode last week. So
We had to get on it.
Adam's our guest this week. Back.
It's good to be back. Good to be back.
Fan favorite? Not really. Nobody has.
We don't have fans yet to have a fan favorite.
We don't have fans. We got a few things. It's been a little bit, so we have some stuff to talk about. There's been some games, some games that come out. We've been working, we've been moving. Things in general have been progressing. Life,
Been on that grind,
on the grind, physically, mentally, financially,
emotionally,
grind, and we moving. Ooh, getting better. But how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's been rather cold down here. Good old up here, good old Midwest stuff. Had that winter storm come through.
Yeah, how'd that go? Wasn't it Keenan?
I don't remember
Winter
if they
Storm
named it. They probably did, but I didn't see a name. Thankfully, it wasn't too bad for us. So pretty much how it went was, first day was freezing rain and sleet. So that was fun because we all assumed power lines were going to freeze over. Thankfully, that didn't happen. We didn't lose any power. We lost internet 2 times, but thankfully no power. And then next day was just pure snow. Day after that, pure snow. So thankfully, we didn't get hit too bad. But I think now,
That's good.
I think I heard it's moving down to Texas now.
Is there a lot of shoveling, a lot of snow?
Not a whole lot for us, because our driveway is kind of angled down, so all the snow was pretty much just at the bottom, and even then the plows would come by and get rid of it.
How much snow you got?
They were saying between 6 to 15 inches, I think. I'd say
that's
we
not
probably
too bad.
got, I'd say at least a foot.
I think New York got 24 inches. Almost
Oh,
2
yeah.
feet of snow.
Up north probably got hit a lot. But no, we
Yeah.
still did some snow remove and all that. One of our neighbors, really nice guy, an older gentleman, he's a retired police detective. And so when we were out there shoveling, my dad noticed and he was like, detective's out. And I'm like, yeah, he is. Why? He's too old to be doing that. And so my dad told me that apparently when they first moved here, that they did get snowed in, and that saint of a man came by and helped unsnow them.
Oh, that's God.
So
What a
the
guy.
second my dad saw him out there snowing, he was like, we got to return the favor. And so yeah, took a snowblower, took shovels, cleared that dude's drive. It was
Let's
very,
go.
very nice.
Very nice. The past 2 weeks have been a bit bipolar in Florida, bro. I'm
Oh.
not gonna lie. Last week was like 80s,
Mm-hmm.
like 70s, like high 70s, mid 80s all
Yeah, yeah.
week, right? This week, I woke up this morning. It was like 38 degrees outside.
Ooh, yeah, that's cold
I was
for
like,
you.
yeah, it was freezing. And I had all my jackets were in my car, so I had to walk out to my car
Ooh,
like in the morning before the sun. I
get
was up
that
before the
bone
sun.
cold, yeah.
Got that that teeth rattling over it, right by a lake, so it's pretty humid outside.
Yeah.
Right there, right when you walk out, it's immediate. The first breath you take, you're chilled.
Yeah,
You're
first
frozen.
breath, pain.
Straight to the core. So yeah, no, that was something. And then at work, you sit in the cafeteria, and someone will go out the door because the cafeteria has an exit outside. It's like in the building you work in, but there's an exit outside and there as well that leads
Yeah.
to the parking lot. Every time they open it, bro, freezes that room up.
Yeah,
Some
get
dude
that
was in there.
gust of
Some
cold
dude
wind.
left the door open for like 2 minutes. He was just standing
Oh.
with it wide open talking to someone, and everybody was like, "Shut it!
Just
Shut
close the door, it's
door!
freezing.
Close the door!" Someone was like, "Were you raised in a barn?" It was freezing for us. And then my car doesn't like it either. I need to work
Ooh.
on my car. My check engine, every time it gets cold, like around below freezing or around freezing temp, some of the seals shrink, and
Ooh.
I think it since the seal shrinks, it makes the fuel too rich in one
Mm-hmm.
of the banks. So I think oxygen leaks in
Yeah,
and like makes
probably.
the fuel. So it can affect like miles per gallon, like or miles per gallon, like
Yeah.
fuel consumption and stuff like that. It doesn't really do too bad. If it was really bad and the fuel was really rich, it could like make the engine idle hard.
Mm-hmm.
It idles rough sometimes, but like only if it's only on like it's nothing to concern about because by sometime next week it'll probably be back to a normal temp or
Yeah, yeah.
something, and then the check engine light will go away again,
Hmm.
and then I won't have to worry about it. But
Yeah, seems like you might need to get that fixed.
yeah, we might. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I also have to like replace the shocks on my
Mm-hmm.
car, the entirety of every like the suspension, the top mounts,
Mm-hmm.
shocks, all of it. It's gonna be like if I have someone else do it, I think it'll be about 2 grand. If I have myself do it, it'll probably be like 750, maybe 1 grand. But
Yeah.
I have to do the labor, and
Mm-hmm.
that is like a ridiculous job, especially to do on like on jacks,
Yeah.
or not necessarily jacks, but like I mean, you jack it up and then you'd put a stand, like a jack stand under it,
Yeah.
so it's not on like a hydraulic press the entire time. But geez, man, if I had a full car press or like a full car raise,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't I wouldn't bat an eye, and I'd do it right then and there. But I hate like working on the
Yeah.
ground. I hate like doing that. It just
Well, yeah,
ugh.
especially when it gets cold.
It's
Laying on the
just
cold ground and all that. Ugh.
it just hurts my knees. Like
Mm-hmm.
my kneecaps are pretty small, so whenever I'm like on my knees, like
Yeah.
on asphalt or something, I'm like straight resting on my, I think that's my tibia on the
Mm-hmm.
tip of my like shin bone. Like I'm not even on my knee. I'm
Yeah.
not on my kneecap. I'm not like it just
Resting
hurts.
on your leg, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just I don't know. We'll see. I might not. I might have someone else do it. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah.
But other than that, other than that, work's been going good. I hit my 90 days at my job,
Oh, nice,
which is
nice.
pretty sick, nasty. Got that, got all them benefits. I'm
Ooh,
gonna start investing in a 401k.
there
That
you
thing,
go.
that's start making some money.
Prepare for the future.
Future, yeah, future financial
Mm-hmm.
status. What is it? Security.
Security,
Yeah,
yeah.
there it is. Yeah. So
Financial security.
yeah, so we'll see how that is. They
Yeah.
said that I could even maybe get in touch with the people who are responsible for with the 401k
Oh.
via my
Mm-hmm.
employers. They said they might be able to like get in. I might be able to talk to them and like do a little bit of day trading. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
oh.
Do a little bit of that sorting or that direction wherever I want to put my money. I can
You can do
allocate
that. I thought, wasn't day trading
certain.
illegal, though? Isn't that what
No,
Martha Stewart went to jail for?
I don't think so. What do you mean? No, day trading's like stocks.
Inside trading. That was it. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
that's the illegal one.
Yeah, no, day trading's just like in general stocks because the
Trading during
market
the day.
opens at the market opens at like I think 6 or 7 a.m. and then it
Yeah.
closes at like 5 or I don't know the market that well, but
Yeah.
I was interested in learning it.
Yeah, there you go.
Um, you know, been working out a lot.
You're
I
making
know
them
you were trying to
gains.
work out for a little bit.
I was, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, we're moving. I haven't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big dude.
Yeah.
I'm a big dude. I'm getting bigger, but not bigger. I don't know, bro.
You're
Working
getting
out's
bigger in a
weird.
muscle way.
Yeah, I
You're
guess.
getting
Yeah,
swole, is what you're looking
yeah.
for.
I honestly, I think I am, bro.
You are?
I know. I've been seeing some some gains, as one would say.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
went
I've been able
today.
to see your gains.
I went today to GNC to pick up some more protein shake or powder because I got some for my birthday from my mom in
Mm-hmm.
October. So I had that till December, like midway through December,
Mm-hmm.
because she got it for me after I already had like half a thing left.
Yeah.
So midway through December, my grandmother got me one for Christmas, the same protein powder that I use. So I used that till now, and I was kind of letting that conserve because I had some stuff to do, and protein powder's expensive for
Very.
no reason, like really expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So I went today, got paid, and I had some money, and I had some money in my savings and stuff, and I was like, I can justify it. So I went ahead and went to GNC,
Hmm.
and I got two of the things because if you get two, you buy one, and then the second one is half off, right?
Get them
The
deals,
dude,
yeah.
yeah. So it's like 75, and if you were to buy two, you get 150. But if you, since it's half off, it's like 105 or something, 110.
Okay.
The dude was talking to me. He was like, "Listen, man, we got that GNC Pro. You know, it felt
Oh.
like I was in GameStop, and they were
Hmm.
like, Gamer Rewards
The
Pro.
gamer card.
Get the gamer card.
Hmm.
You know." Hey, little Johnny wants to get a gamer card. Johnny's mom, get him the gamer card. You know,
He gets discounts.
yeah, that's what it felt like, bro.
Hmm.
The guy was like trying to upsell me on stuff, and it was interesting. I ended up getting it though, because the
Yeah.
dude was like, "Yeah, from this purchase alone, you're getting $20 back. Like you're getting
Oh.
like enough points for basically $20 back, and then you can use that next time you come in. And then so next time I come in, which is going to be in about approximately 2 months,
Hmm.
I'm going to get another $20 back, and
Okay.
the membership is only $40 annually,
Oh, that's not too bad.
so it pays for itself within two trips.
Yeah, it literally pays for itself.
Yeah, so I don't know. You know, I make enough money to where I don't
Hmm.
really need to worry about it, I guess. I'm fortunate enough to do that.
Yeah.
So I was like, might as well. And if it pays off, it pays off. If it doesn't, I'll just cancel it next year.
Yeah, might as
We'll
well
just
if
try it
you're
out.
financially comfortable with it. Do it.
Yeah, bro. I tried it out. We'll see. They gave me a little like a $15 like what is it? A $15 like
Like
pro
sign up
box.
bonus.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
box, and it comes with like all these like little sample things. So
Oh.
I got the box in there. I could actually probably go grab it and see what's in it. I'm gonna try to remember. There was like some sort of like after, um, post workout
Yeah.
like rebuilding powder, which is
Okay.
like rebuild and refuel.
Yeah.
There was another one that was like they had two protein like release like 7 hour release packets, which are like these like two single serving
Hmm.
like long term release protein powders that you can try out. They
Sounds
had some
interesting.
sleeping pills,
Oh.
like I want to say aminoonic. I don't know what it was. Avionic, some
Something.
like weird natural thing. It's not necessarily melatonin. I know it's not melatonin, but it's like supposed to rebuild and or regrow and sleep or something.
Hmm.
And like it's supposed to help you get some natural, real good sleep. So I'm gonna try
I
those
get you.
tonight. I don't know. I don't know if those will work or not.
Yeah,
Probably not
have
gonna
to
buy
see.
them, even if they do.
Hmm.
Then, I was looking for some. Now that I'm thinking about it, I can't. What is? I can't think of the name of it. What the substance that you take whenever they make it in Germany? You take it and it
Hmm.
pulls water into your muscles.
Pulls water into your muscle. Um, I'm drawing a
Starts with a
blank.
C.
Was it
Yeah, no, it
creatine
starts.
powder?
Yes,
Okay.
creatine. Thank you.
Hmm.
Good God. Um, I was trying to buy creatine while I was there, and I couldn't. I literally was talking about them. I've been talking about this and thinking about it for like a week now. I
Yeah.
don't know why I drew a blank for creatine. Well, I was talking to them about it, and I was trying to ask if they had any. And surprised they don't.
Oh.
Apparently, like there's like a countrywide short, or at least Florida wide short, like because they
Hmm.
don't have any. And they said Publix, CVS, Walmart, no one has any. So I don't know. I'm gonna check on maybe like on Amazon,
Yeah.
or maybe ship it in out of country or
Hmm.
something. I
Go to
know
them online
majority,
retailers.
yeah, majority of creatine's made in Germany, I think is what they were saying, or what I think a bunch of people say
Hmm.
anyways. So maybe I can find some.
Get it directly from the source.
Yeah, get it from the good, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Get it prime.
Yeah, prime prime time, big boy, big gains. But they were trying to throw shade because whenever
Oh.
my protein powder is called Waybolic Rip, and it
Hmm.
has 200 milligrams of protein powder in, or 200 milligrams of caffeine in it, and I
Okay.
think it's about 60 grams of protein, or 50,
I think
something
50.
around
That's what
there.
mine is.
Um, and it's supposed, apparently there's like another thing. It's like a thermo something. It's like this extra um sub what is it? What's a supplement? This
Yeah.
extra supplement inside of it, which is supposed to raise your body temperature just a little bit
Hmm.
and like make you burn more.
Yeah.
like the
Mm-hmm.
caffeine kind of increases your heart rate. Therefore, if your heart rate's increased,
Yeah. Get a
you're burning
workout.
more just naturally, This is a post workout, so it's supposed to help burn after.
Oh.
So
Like a results
anyways,
extender.
yeah. So when I asked them for the creatine, when I was checking out with that, they're like, "Why are you trying to bulk? Well, you're trying to rip, bro." Which is weird that they call it rip instead of like cut.
Yeah.
It's like it's culturally and widely accepted, or not accepted, but just inferred to
Yeah.
as cut.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody says rip. You're trying to rip, bro? You're trying to rip,
Yeah,
bro?
you're
That
trying to
sounds
get
like you're
cut.
trying to rip a bong. No, I'm
Yeah.
like I'm trying to get cut.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to rip. Um, it's just it was funny,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Why are you trying to get bulk up, or you're trying to rip with this protein powder? Well, you don't need creatine with this." And I'm like, "Bro, literally the only thing that's different about this than others is the caffeine, and the only
Yeah.
reason I want this is because I want caffeine after I get home because
Mm-hmm.
I either will fall asleep or I will have a bad rest of the day.
Yeah, of course.
So I want the caffeine when I
Need
get
that
home
energy
so I can
boost.
wake up. Yeah, because I if I go to bed when I get home, I ain't going to sleep that night.
Yeah.
I can't sleep that night. So it's it was interesting. They didn't know what they were talking about. I was like, whatever, bro,
That's always
whatever,
my
fine.
favorite thing. We have I think it's called Vitamin Shop, but it's one of those like, supplements, protein powder and stuff. I
Yeah, I
always find
used to have
it,
a vitamin shop
uh,
around here.
every so often we'll go in and there will be like a dude who looks like he should be working there, but just 90% of the time it's some like straight out of high school dude, weighs, 90 pounds soaking wet, and you're like, do you really know what you're talking about?
Yeah, bro. These guys, they're all talk. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes they are. I mean, they're all talk because they use the products and they'll
Yeah.
hype them up because they probably get like massive discounts
Oh,
because
yeah.
nobody actually goes there,
No.
other than people who work out.
Mm-hmm.
90% of people who work out buy their supplements online. Isn't
Yeah,
that crazy?
exactly.
So like it's it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It just feels like they're always like talking. The dude asked for my like address 4 times, asked for my phone number 3 times.
A little weird.
Like trying to, yeah, no, trying to like sign me up in the
Mm-hmm.
system.
Get that
I can like
newsletter.
search for
Get,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to walk in, buy my stuff. I asked a question about some products, and you made me stand here for like 15 minutes
Mm-hmm.
talking to me. I don't want to talk to you, bro.
I'm not here to
I just
talk.
got
I'm
off
here to
work.
buy and leave.
Exactly, exactly. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
ugh, man. Yeah, no. Tomorrow I think I'm going back. I didn't go to the gym today. Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I story wasn't done. After that, I went to Publix, which was right next door.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and if you aren't from Florida, I know we have a few people. Maybe I don't know. I don't. I was checking the RSS feed and it
Mm-hmm.
said there was some people listening in Belgium.
Interesting. Shout
So
out
you
to
said
Belgium.
so. Yes. Shout
Shout
out
out
to
to our
Belgium.
Belgian boys and or
Yeah.
girls.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But um, it's our grocery store, and I went in there, got a sub, a
Mm-hmm.
little submarine sandwich, ultimate boar's head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've heard you and
Ham,
Robbie
roast
talk
beef,
about the
turkey.
public sandwiches being godsend.
They are literally goaded. Like no matter what, like Jersey Mike's out of the water,
Oh.
Firehouse gone.
Oh.
Subway, not even a question. Like not Subway, but Public subs, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Top of the food chain.
Might have to grab one of those when I'm down there.
Yeah, definitely, bro. You'll have to get two. You'll have to get like your normal sub from like the
Mm-hmm.
sub shop. You'd have to get that, and then
Mm-hmm.
you have to get a Publix chicken tender sub. You gotta
Okay,
compare, like,
okay.
cause like Publix chicken tender sub is a staple. It might
Okay.
ruin you. It ruins me. My
Yeah,
stomach
won't be able to
is
eat nothing.
destroyed afterwards, but it is oh so good.
I get
There's
you,
like
yeah.
about there's like 15 to 20 minutes of pure pleasure, and then about 8 hours of regret.
Oh.
Yeah, no, but it's good. You know, Public subs kind of OP.
Yeah.
Uh, I heard like 90% of people who leave Florida,
Mm-hmm.
their number one thing that they miss about it is Publix.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. So it's pretty funny. Um, Anyways, I went in there, grabbed that, and then I was talking. I called my buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, And I was talking to him walking around because he was like first one who really got me into working out, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I was like complaining one day. He's like, "Why don't you do something about it?" I'm like, "You know what? I will.
I will, yeah.
I will." So I was talking to him, and I'm like, "Yo, listen, why are they telling me I shouldn't be taking this bulking agent with this cutting agent when the
Mm-hmm.
cutting agent, like the entire reason of taking creatine, and I already talked about this. I didn't get into the specifics, which I guess I can say. Creatine draws water into the muscles, so they can, I guess, dismiss or like process amino acids better.
Mm-hmm.
Right, it's supposed to give you more energy and, like, let you hit those one or two last reps that you wouldn't be able to normally. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's supposed to help you bulk up a little bit more, right?
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, if it makes your heart, like, if it makes your muscles and your like pump, like, draw more water, and it makes your cardiovascular system, like, work a bit harder and, like, push, like,
Yeah.
isn't that a cardio thing too? And wouldn't that help cutting as well?
I think so,
Like,
yeah.
if, I mean, like, sure, it's a bulking agent, but, like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of working out like that, like, is pretty subjective
Mm-hmm.
and based off, like, your own thing. Because,
Yeah.
like, the way I don't see how, like, you can do one without doing the other. I mean, sure, I guess you can cut, and, like, cutting's, like, mainly diet,
Yeah.
but, like, even if you bulk, you can still slim and burn fat.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to lose muscle by cutting, like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to gain muscle. I just want to lose a little bit of fat.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I don't know. I mean, I ain't no scientist. I've only been doing this for a few months, but
Yeah, the human body's weird.
it just doesn't make I don't know. It just didn't make much sense to me. Anyways, I was talking to him, and he was like, "Yeah, just try these vitamins too, because I don't take vitamins or nothing,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been recommended to a lot. And I was taking vitamin D for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and vitamin C and some zinc,
Okay.
because, like, doctor or whatever.
Yeah.
And I stopped taking them for a while, and I probably shouldn't have, but he put me on these Alive Men twice a day or something. I don't
Okay.
know what they are, two times a day.
Yeah.
Alive Men's multivitamin, and he said that they're, like, insane. So I was like, "Did you notice a difference after you took them? Like, did you feel better, or did you get more?" He's like, "Yeah, definitely." He's
Hmm.
like, "Yeah, for sure." I said, "All right." So I bought those. It says, like, there's 60 of them, so,
Mm-hmm.
like, about a month's supply was only like $10. So I tried those. We'll see how those go. We'll see if that
Yeah, if
see
that
if that
helps you out
helps.
at all.
Yeah, you might. I mean, you might want to try them too.
Yeah, if
Maybe.
they
I
work for
mean,
you, I might consider them.
yeah, they looked pretty okay. They're gummies though,
Oh,
which is weird. Yeah, they aren't very gummy. They're gummies, but they aren't real
they aren't real
gummy.
gummy. I get you.
No, yeah, it felt like I was biting into a fatty piece of bacon or
Oh,
something. Like,
that's a
like how your teeth kind of
yeah,
sink
yeah.
through it. Like, it just doesn't, or like the fatty piece on a pork rind.
Mm-hmm.
Just, it goes straight through. Oh,
Straight
yeah,
through,
yeah, it was weird. It was a weird feeling. Um,
like a
mm,
Jello consistency.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, my buddy that I've been working out with, he came over the other day. We've been playing this board game called Machi Koro.
Okay.
I got it for Christmas, like a legacy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a legacy board game, so you play the course of 10 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you make a town, and you're supposed to you're supposed to build your landmarks and then contribute to the community landmark, and that's how you win a game.
Okay.
And the majority winner of the 10 games is the winner of the overall game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but throughout these 10 games that you play, each one progressively gets different. So, like, there's these mystery box opened, like, things that you
Mm-hmm.
have to open. So, like, on game 3, you have to open up mystery box number 2 and see what's inside or
Oh.
something, and
Mm-hmm.
it adds, like, something else. So it might add, another another dice to roll, which might affect something else.
Mm-hmm.
Which, it's really cool. And I have
Yeah, it
another
sounds
buddy coming over.
interesting.
Yeah, but he came over another time recently, and we watched IP Man.
Oh yeah, the Ip Man
Um,
movies.
yeah, the Ep Man movie. So I'm gonna show him IP Man 2. He doesn't really watch much media, like TV,
Mm-hmm.
movies, anime, nothing. He just This dude's a Latin salsa mambo trombone player. So
Oh.
he's busy. He's
Yeah.
like a freelance artist. So if he's not playing, he's playing.
Yeah.
Like, if he's not playing a gig, he's practicing for a gig, kind of
Yeah.
thing. Or
Doesn't
he's
get a lot of
teaching or
free
something.
time.
Yeah, it was actually on the last podcast. Is Garrett.
Oh,
Garrett, GG Shreds on Instagram, bro.
yeah,
Good
shout
guy,
him out.
good guy. Anyways, I showed him that, and I was trying to find a movie, and I was like, yo, you know what movie sounds good? I watch Ip Man, Ip Man, and you know why? Why I thought about Ip Man?
Why?
Because this game that just came out,
I think I
it's by
might
the
know the
same
game.
people. It's this game made by the same people called Absolver, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now this game is called Sifu.
Oh.
Sifu is a cinematic and a mastery scaling masterpiece. So the way to describe what I just said
Mm-hmm.
is the game, like very rarely does a game put you in your shoe, like put you in a game
Mm-hmm.
and like just throws you at like
It drops you into the
throws you
deep
at
end.
yeah, just drops you into the deep end, you know. And like sure, Dark Souls,
Yeah.
everybody says Dark Souls, you know, you gotta get better, you gotta get better.
Mm-hmm.
And sure, I guess in that aspect, but I mean at the same time, like even early era platformers like
Yeah.
Mario, you know, like you just the
You just
gameplay
go.
doesn't change in Mario, you jump, like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like, but it gets harder and harder, and you of course you're gonna die on the first or second level your first time, and
Yeah.
when you do, you'll be like, oh dang, and then you like get better
Mm-hmm.
as you go. Like rarely do games come
Yeah.
out where
Trial and
you
error.
start bad, like, you know, like you aren't gonna. This game is difficult, and you start bad. Like
Yeah.
after a while, like you really start to feel like a kung fu master, and
Mm-hmm.
it's insane. Like there are moves that let you duck under your opponent, and then there's like three different ways to evade opponents. You can
Oh.
either dodge, you can evade,
Mm-hmm.
or you can block, or you can parry. So there's like four.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like counter attacks, which like there's
Oh.
like a ducking punch. So if you see them going for an overhead attack,
Mm-hmm.
you can do the ducking punch, so you can hit them and kind of stun them out of their combo.
Oh,
And you
nice.
can combo out of that ducking punch into something else, but if you drop the combo, they can block or parry or dodge. And there's like so many different right answers and wrong answers to do. And
Yeah.
there's so many different combinations and ways that you can level up. And it's just this really interesting, cool. I don't want to talk about the story because there's story there, but it's not like the primary thing. The primary thing about this game is the mechanics,
Yeah. The combat.
as one would be, and but the story is still there,
Yeah.
and the story kind of implements on the way of like how the game progresses. So like instead of like dying,
Mm-hmm.
you like revive, but you get older.
Yeah. You age.
Yeah, you age, so you get have this medallion,
Mm-hmm.
and you have five rings on this lanyard, and each time you age, like one of the rings will break, and if all the rings break, next time you quote unquote die, you actually die, and you have to
Oh.
restart.
Okay.
And like the last level you played, the age that you were, or the youngest age you started that level is the age that you would start. Or you can start an earlier level or something, and then if you get past that lower, that means you get to the next level at a younger age, so you can start the
Ah.
next level at a
Like
younger
a
age.
risk reward type thing.
Yeah, so like first time I played the first level, I think I ended it at age 38, so I started the second level at age 38.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you know what, I can beat the first level easy, you know? So
Yeah.
I beat the first level and I only died once, so I got to the second level at age 21. So now I'm
Okay.
starting the second level at age 21. The thing is though, is if you start at at the level 2 at age 21, you
Mm-hmm.
have um no no skills, because
Yeah.
you lose all your skills and everything, your
Mm-hmm.
progression, everything, unless you permanently unlocked it, which you have to grind quite a bit for, because it costs a lot of XP
Okay.
to permanently
Yeah.
unlock something. You lose all your skills.
Okay. Yeah. I think I remember them talking about that.
So it's just really neat, really neat, like fighting game. People have compared it to Sleeping Dogs.
Mm-hmm.
It's imagine I describe it, or the way that I would describe it is like, imagine you took Batman, right,
Okay.
For Honor,
Okay.
and like Sekiro, and like
Oh,
put them into one game, like,
that sounds quite
and that's like
interesting.
really weird, but it's a very good game. Very neat, very cinematic and
Yeah.
artistic. one level stood out to me. It's the museum. It takes place in this modern day art museum, and it's
Oh,
really, really cool. You drop into these really, really bright and colorful areas, and it, it it's just it's it's just a beautiful game.
yeah.
Very good. Very, and once you start really picking up the game, or not picking up the game, but like once you really start getting the moves down and the combat down and everything about it,
Mm-hmm.
like combat really starts flowing, and you start getting an idea of what you can do, what you can't do, who to attack, when to parry, when to dodge, when to evade,
Yeah.
you know. um and it really starts flowing, because like if you see someone running at you from behind with an overhead Superman punch,
Mm-hmm.
you can trip the person in front of you, which makes you drop down, so you evade that attack while also knocking the other one down, hit him twice, evading another overhead, jump over, um like do a jumping kick to this other guy, which makes you evade a lower kick that the other guy's. It's insane. It's so good. I and it literally is just like a kung fu John Wick like video
Yeah,
game.
it sounds very, very enjoyable.
It is very good. But other than that, I'm still I picked up Dying Light 2,
Yeah.
and I've been trying to play through that. I know you played through that.
Yeah.
How's
I
that going?
beat it
How'd that go for
yesterday.
you?
I played through it fully. It's it's an interesting game. I'm gonna refrain from talking about like story stuff since it's still super new, but there were a lot of things they changed that I wasn't a big fan of, and a lot of things they changed that I was a fan of. So a couple things, there's like, um, yeah, going more in an RPG direction of like choices matter. There's different endings, branching, narratives. I liked
Yeah.
that. But at the same time, a lot of what made the first game really good wasn't necessarily in the sequel. Like, uh, one of the big examples that I could tell was there's just kind of a lack of combat abilities from the first game that were really good that you don't get in the second game.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the ones you do get are usually a bit more powerful. Like, example, the drop kick.
Yeah.
I liked the drop kick in the first one better, just the way it was handled. But in Dying Light 2, it does a lot of damage. Like, I think if enemies are at your level and you drop kick them, it like quarters their health. So like 4 drop kicks and then they're done. Even the big boys.
Yeah.
And that's another good thing about it. Previously in the first game, if you tried to like drop kick a goon, one of the big boys, he'd just shrug it off and for effect you'd take damage. But now, if you drop kick a goon, they do actually kind of stumble back. You won't knock them down, but it's an interrupt, which is nice. But then,
See, I used the drop kick so much in the first game. I
yeah.
haven't made it far enough to get it in the second, because I was excited for Dying Light 2,
Hmm.
but it didn't run the way I wanted it to.
Yeah.
Plus, I was also really excited for Sifu, and I know Sifu's a shorter game, so I
Yeah.
wanted to go ahead and play Sifu before I like really committed to
Hmm.
Dying Light. Um, but I did like use the drop kick a lot in Dying Light 1. I
Yeah.
would, especially when I was like on top of buildings or something and
Hmm.
there was some zombies up there, drop kick them off the roof. It felt so nice. I don't know, you know. I
It
think
was
it's
it
like a
was really
staple in games.
satisfying.
What I have played of Dying Light 2, there's like one big gripe from it so far,
Hmm.
is on some of the roofs there's like angled tiles or
Yep.
something, and you kind of have to scramble up them, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's these guys that sound alarms,
Hmm.
right? And 90% of the time they're on the corner of the building
Yep.
right next to that ceiling that you can't climb up. Like you can't walk
Yeah,
up
you
it
can't
normally.
attack on it.
Your character like gets on all fours and kind of like
Hmm.
scrambles up it, kind of like an
That
Assassin's
was one of the
Creed
issues I
thing.
had with it too.
Yeah, so you get these guys trying to kick them off the building or something, so you can get them,
Hmm.
so you don't have to worry about them. But it ends up they go down this like angled wall or angled roofing, and you can't attack while
Yeah.
going down it. So you're constantly like either scrambling up it or
Hmm.
like sliding down it, and then like punching them once, and you can't do anything.
Yeah.
It's so weird. It was such a weird thing to do.
There were a lot of glitches in it, and I feel like that might have been one. One of the big ones I noticed was the one of the abilities you have is called Survivor Sense. It's kind of like the Eagle Vision from Assassin's Creed. You know, you
Yeah.
hold Q and little light goes out and it finds stuff for you. That can just break and not go off.
Damn.
Like you'll be running and you'll be like, "Oh, there's loot here. Let me see what's here." Click it, nothing. And you'd either have to reset it, which what worked for me was two things. If it was just a light reset, if you block and then hit it, sometimes it'll get working again. It like resets the animation, I don't know. Or just quitting to menu and going back in. But even then, one of my big gripes with the game was I was really excited to see how they changed human on human combat. Because, you know, that was a big issue with the first game. Was fighting humans just wasn't really that fun.
Yeah, no, it is a pain to fight humans in this one.
It's a bit better than the first game, I will give it that, but it has its own issues.
I don't know. It just feels so. See, combat in the first one felt pretty unique
Mm-hmm.
each exchange you would have,
Yeah.
right? In this one, it feels copy and paste. Like every fight that you get into with all these people, like sure, there's not much variety in the attacks and stuff that they could do in the first one, but in this one, it's like you hit them twice, they put up a guard.
Mm-hmm.
To break the guard, you have to kick them, which
Or
doesn't
power
combo into
attack.
your attacks, yeah, or power attack, which neither of them combo into your main string of
Nope.
attacks. So you can't. You have to swing, pause, and then kick. But by the time you kick, their guard is dropped and they're trying to
Mm-hmm.
swing again. So you can just swing and interrupt their swing, or you can just attack someone else, risking get hitting from behind.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a bunch of like, it's just weird and tedious to fight people.
Yeah, it's like what I
Like
ended up doing was just cheesing the human AI and either spamming the drop kick, because eventually they will learn and start dodging it. But if you're a high enough level, you can just pretty much instantly kill them with the first drop kick. Or getting the grapple throw, where you throw them to the ground, not just like toss them away, and then stomping them. And it's like just for me, the combat wasn't as satisfying as the first game. Because I remember first game you could get the leg break slide, which was really cool. You know, you'd slide into a dude, kick his leg out, and you'd get a little X-ray of his leg shattering. But
yeah.
the sequel doesn't have any of that. It doesn't have the cool X-rays of even if you bap a dude in the head, you could sometimes see his skull break for a second. You still hear like a noise, an obvious crunch, but you don't see too much.
Yeah.
It was I saw a review for the game that describes my opinion of it pretty good. It's worse than the first game in almost every way, but it is still a good game, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
as a sequel, it's not good. On its own, it's a fine game. It's completely playable.
It's uh it's definitely something.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite game.
I'd say it's better than a lot of the sequels we've gotten in recent time. But yeah, I hate to say it, but I was slightly disappointed in it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a game to mindlessly run around and kill zombies in.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that's kind of what I wanted. And that's kind of what I got. So I'm not
Yeah.
really disappointed. My standards are pretty low for games that come out anyways.
Hmm.
So if they come out at least playable, it's
It's
usually
good for you.
surpassed. Yeah, it's already surpassed my
Hmm.
standards for what the current day genre of video games is. I
Yeah,
mean, I
yeah.
also like Cyberpunk, so
Yeah, I enjoyed Cyberpunk too.
some people think my opinions are skewed, but it's okay. Um, game that got updated.
Yeah, yeah.
We've spoken on it once before.
Hmm.
The good old, the good old ready.
Or not.
Ooh, they got a pretty good January patch that
They
came out.
did. They did a lot. I think they're gonna be one of those companies where they don't constantly release little patches. They put all their work into one super patch, like just a straight up update,
Yeah,
and push
yeah,
that
for
out, which
real.
I'm
I
completely
think
fine with that.
that is okay. And like usually like they'll do like little tweaks and fixes to the
Hmm.
updates, but I think they always like even though they're tweaking and stuff, they're working on second updates while they're tweaking
Oh yeah,
too,
more
which
than
is really
definite.
cool.
Yeah.
But they definitely listen to their community
Hmm.
because there are definitely things that I've complained about and I'm assuming other people
Yeah.
have
Same
because
here.
in this they've fixed it like um A big thing was like a lot of the mirrors in the game didn't work, but
Mm-hmm.
they fixed mirrors. They added more test maps. Um, they added like in game like VoIP,
Yeah, they
which
added
is really
VoIP now.
cool. Which is really cool. Um,
One of the big things.
there was this yeah one of the there was a few big things like there was a famed John Wick AI, which
Mm-hmm.
is one tap you coming around corners. They fixed that because they people would send them videos in and they sent out a
Mm-hmm.
response a while back saying like even though we're crying laughing at this, we understand that this is probably not best for gameplay standards.
Yeah,
So we were going to work on the John Wick. So now they had implemented like the first three shots that an AI will fire. It has some sort of like
accuracy penalty. Yeah.
yeah penalty, you know. So
Well, one of the big things was having civilians run outside of the map into like just the open, and it'd be super tough to find them. But they fixed that now, so people will no longer run outside to like where you spawn, which
yeah,
that's a big improvement.
yeah. They also added some like test maps. Usually they're very like WIP like missing
Mm-hmm.
textures and things, but that's fine.
Yeah, it's a
Just the fact
test.
that they're even laying like foundations out and being like, "Hey, try this. We
Yeah.
want
How do you
feedback."
like the
That
layout
is
of it?
that is so good.
It's
Like
a very
it's
good company. Yeah.
that's really cool. They also reduced like rarely do you see games like really care about like graphic performance and
Mm-hmm.
like really trying to handle things. But like they reduced their VRAM, like what you need to
Mm-hmm.
run like the amount of VRAM by 2 gigabytes.
And that's
Like that's
really
a
good.
that's a that's pretty big. Like that goes from like needing like an 8 gigabyte VRAM card to like
Mm-hmm.
a 6 gig. Like that's like went from like needing a 1070 to play this game to like needing a 1060 or like
Yeah.
vice versa needing like a 1060 to needing a 1660. Like
Massive improvement.
very good. Very good actually. And
Mm-hmm.
that's really cool. Um so I'm pretty excited for
Yeah, I'm
that.
excited to try out the new
I'm
update.
excited to try it out.
Try
They
out some of
also
the new
added some like
weapons and stuff.
yeah, new weapons, better. If you haven't played the game, it's a SWAT game.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about it once before, but you play. We probably should have talked about this beforehand, but now that we're talking, but you and either three friends or two friends or one friend or I think up to four friends. It's like max five
I
people.
think so.
You're SWAT members, and you have to clear different situations. So there's like a gas station, or there's like a harbor, or there's
Mm-hmm.
like a meth house or something, and you have to go and detain individuals. Some of them are armed, some of them are civilian, some of them are both. You know, and you
Yeah.
have to detain and assess the situation, detain the suspects or apprehend them or kill them, and do everything by the book.
Yeah.
And if you kill someone that you aren't supposed to, or if you hit them too many times when they're already accepting, you get penalties. Or if
Mm-hmm.
someone dies or gets hit, you get penalties. Things like this. And but they added they added optimization for like there's like cameras, so you can have like an interface on your screen
Yeah. You can
of
see
your
what your
teammates.
buddy's seeing.
Yeah, and they fixed that the rendering on that, so it's not so
Buggy anymore.
buggy or intense.
Mm-hmm.
It can like kind of they made it easier to use. Um, it's honestly this list like is kind of huge of
It's
like all the
impressive to read through.
improvements. Yeah, there was really a bunch. Like just going off subcategories of what they did. So
Mm-hmm.
like gameplay, they updated gameplay, which each category has four subcategories of what. So there's new, improved, updated, and fixed. And every single one of these graphics, new, improved, fixed. You
Mm-hmm.
know, AI improved, updated, fixed. Squat improved, updated, fixed. You know,
The suspects, the
suspects
dudes
new.
you fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Everything has like 3 to 4 categories that they improved on, and each
Even
one of
networking.
these subcategories. Yeah, even in these subcategories,
Mm-hmm.
there's at least I haven't seen one that has less than two, but the majority of them have like 4 or 5 bullet points.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's crazy
It's a
good.
lot of
Imagine if
updates.
like Battlefield 2042 did
Oh,
something
it
like
needs it.
this. It wouldn't, like my buddy told me the other day that he signed a petition to have people get refunded the
I've seen
$60
it,
that they
yeah.
spent on that game. And boy, I'll tell you what, do I want my money back.
Oh, I'd love my money back. I don't think
That
I'm gonna
game
get it
is
back, but
garbage.
it's
God.
that was such a disappointment. I don't know how they fucked it up that bad.
Because it's, more than likely, it wasn't even the game company. It was like corporate level something. And they were like, push it
More than
out. We
definitely.
need our money. We need our money. Push it out. But at the same time, it's EA, so you never really know. It
Yeah.
could be both. Um,
'Cause, yeah, it's
so,
like Battlefield 5 was really only bad because of a lack of content and some historical inaccuracies, but I can look past that. It just didn't have a lot.
they
This
just,
game just
yeah.
didn't have gameplay or content.
Yeah, nothing.
I feel like you can't even call it a game.
They just wanted money. That's all it was. It was a ploy. They said, we're going to roll this market, EA. We're going to roll it. Like,
Well, yeah, I think I looked, and from when it came out, I think it had like 100,000 at the most, and it's down to like 3,000 now. It's, ugh. Even there's not enough people playing the game to warrant cheaters. That was an article I read. The game is so dead now that cheaters are just stop. They're not doing it anymore. They lose money. It's bad game is bad.
that game is very bad. It's too much.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Too many bad games.
hopefully with the Microsoft purchase of Activision Blizzard, we might get a good Call of Duty again.
Maybe. We might.
Yeah,
Even if it. Thing is, man, is like, even if it's good, like, it's gonna be another copy and
of
paste.
course.
The only. I don't think I'm gonna get back into Call of Duty unless I really start missing and craving that, like, just mindless.
Yeah, the arcade
Like,
shooter.
the thing is like, Call of Duty has a certain flow to it, and
Mm-hmm.
that's the COD flow. You get into the flow, you go 30 and 10, or 30 and 4, or
Yeah.
something. You get out of the flow, you go 3 and 30. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's all about like rotation and how you run the map and how what direction you're running, what direction everybody else is running, and it's like a
Yep.
game sense. You got to get the feel of it, and then like everybody, like, depending on what weapon you're using, what perks you have, and
Mm-hmm.
all this stuff. And it's like there's like an unspoken like understanding of what's meta and what's not, kind
Yeah.
of thing. And it's just it's mind numbing. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like, it's a game made for people that just come home and sit on their butts with their controllers in their hands and run around in circles doing the same thing for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Which is like in general most games, but this game is like every match is the same.
Yeah.
And and then every game that comes out is $60, and it just has a few different things. And like, oh, this one's the deal. This one's the greatest. Cold War was fantastic.
Yeah.
No, what is it? What is this last one? What was it
Vanguard?
called? Vanguard. Vanguard's the best. And like, they're the same game.
See, I've heard a lot of
like,
people trash Vanguard.
yeah, I know, but I've also heard people say they love it, and it was like the
Okay.
coolest one. It was made off the Modern Warfare engine or
Yeah.
something, but the Modern Warfare engine was what they kind of used for Cold War.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anymore, man. I don't care. Tell
Yeah,
me when you like release a Call of Duty game for like $30, which it should be, because it's just a regurgitation of the last one. Nothing's reimagined. The maps always suck. The gunplay, sure, you changed it from hit scan to projectile. Whoop-de-doo, the maps still suck.
Yeah.
And like, I get spawn camped. Like, game sucks. I hate Call of Duty so much. Like, I've sunk hours and hours and
Yeah.
hours into that game, and I've done good in them. I've had like a 2.0 KDA or something, or like a 1.86, I think is what it was last, or something. But like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's boring. It's money grab. There's no soul to the game. It's just run around and shoot people. Run around and shoot people.
I think the
run and
last
get
time
mad.
Call of Duty had like soul, where I could be like, they put work into this, was probably the Modern
World
Warfare
at War.
remake.
I loved World at War, bro.
Yeah, World at
was
War was
like-
great.
That was like, I think World at War was like prime Call of Duty. That, and then like immediately after Black Ops 1.
Mm-hmm.
Black Ops 2 kind of started to feel like, ooh, something's going on. And
The
then Modern Warfare
multiplayer
3
was
came
good,
out.
but yeah, it went in a weird direction.
Yeah, and then Modern Warfare 3 came out, which, Modern Warfare 2 was phenomenal
Mm-hmm.
and multiplayer wise, and it really pushed the genre. And then
Mm-hmm.
Modern Warfare 3 came out and was just a worse version of Modern Warfare 2. And then Black Ops 3 came out,
Oh.
and then Black Ops 4 came
Uh.
out, which is the same game, and then Black Ops 5, or what was it? Not 5, it was, it was an Infinite War, what
Oh
was
yeah.
it? Advanced Warfare or
Advanced.
something.
No, it was
Yeah.
Infinite. Infinite was first. Yeah.
Infinite. So, see, they were both the games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Advanced Warfare and
And
Infinite, right?
yeah, it's so
Yeah,
weird.
like they're both bad. And then there was Ghosts, which nobody talks about in the game. Like, yet we still buy this
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Why do we? God, screw Call of Duty, screw Activision. I'm glad they got bought out. Maybe they might actually have someone with some balls to tell them what to do and what not to do, and be like, hey, listen, let's not give them the same
Yeah.
vomit that we've served on a plate for the past what 8 years now.
I don't even remember when COD came out.
The only good change of direction that they've had was Modern Warfare,
Yeah.
the newest Modern Warfare, when they really changed the engine, changed the
Mm-hmm.
projectiles, changed everything like that. But the thing is they still have the same map layouts
Yeah.
and things like that, and I can't stand the way they make their maps, and it's and the way they like structure the gameplay. You can't have this realistic engine with with these realistic weapons and projectile based combat,
Yeah.
and then have these weird maps and let these players run around tirelessly at like Mach 2 speed.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to compromise somewhere. I mean, sure, I guess it was okay, but the maps just aren't made for what you have, if
It
that
would
makes
be
any
nice to see
sense.
some more unique maps than big area in the center, smaller areas on either side.
Yeah, it's weird. I really don't vibe with any of the Call of Duties, but Modern Warfare, the Modern Warfare remake was okay. It was
Mm-hmm.
really good.
I
Or
enjoyed it.
reboot, I would say, not remake.
Yeah, reboot.
Um, it was okay. The 2019 Modern Warfare was okay, but after that, Cold War was mid. Um,
Yeah.
Vanguard is, I think, below average.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
So, I do not care about them anymore, just like I probably won't care about Battlefield
Oh
for
yeah,
a while.
I can't get excited for Battlefield. Oh, excuse me, for a good
I
while.
liked Infinite. Uh, I mean, I liked the campaign. A lot of people didn't like the campaign for Halo Infinite. Not a. Is it wasn't there a Call of Duty Infinite or whatever? What was it?
Uh,
What did we just say?
Infinite War, Infinite Warfare.
Infinite
Yeah.
Warfare? I don't know. Was that
Maybe.
who even knows? I don't know anymore. What all these weird names.
Mm-hmm.
But Halo Infinite was good. I liked it. Multiplayer was pretty fun. People were tryhards, but it is what it
Yeah.
is. It's how
I
it
think
is
the
in every
campaign
game.
could have been better, but it wasn't bad by any means.
No, I think they're gonna elaborate on it a little bit more. I know
Yeah.
they removed a bunch of stuff to like meet quota,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm okay with. I'm glad they released it in a solid state than like release it like over flooded and
Yeah.
then it be at a bad state.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but it was okay. It was
Yeah.
good. It was fun. I was also replaying God of War. That
Yeah.
was
Since that got brought
that's
onto the PC.
yeah, very good. Always a good game.
See, now I'm gonna
Um,
have to wonder: do I buy the new one on PS5 or do I wait and hope that it comes to PC and buy it on PC?
it'll come to PC, but it'll come like 5 years after,
Mm-hmm.
or three, four.
Yeah, probably
I
three,
mean,
four.
was it five? I mean, when did God of War? Is it 2018 or 2017? I think it was 2018.
I think so.
If it was 2018, that'd be 4 years that it took.
Well, they also ported Days Gone before that.
Yeah, Days Gone was also a smaller title.
Yeah, still really good though. I highly
Yeah,
recommend anyone.
Days Gone is a very good game.
Very good. Hope it gets a sequel.
Yeah. Um, that game stuck with me much more than I thought it would. Like after playing it, I was like, "Wow, that was a good game. I'm okay with it." Like the story was okay, whatever. And then I started thinking back. I'm like, "Wow, that story was like it felt like
It felt like a movie to me.
it felt like a Hallmark movie.
Hmm.
Like it felt so cheesy that you knew what was gonna happen. You're like, ah, oh, come on. But like the moment it was over, you're like,
Like that was kind of a feel
like
good
come on.
story.
No, it wasn't. It was not necessarily a feel good. It was like that's it. Like I thought.
I get you. I
What
get you.
about this? You know, like I said, oh, I don't know. Like I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, of course, you know, while I'm playing, of
Yeah.
course he does that. Of course he leaves or whatever, you know?
Hmm.
And then, like, it ends. I'm like, you know, that stuck with me a bit more than I thought it would. I don't know. It was good. I enjoyed it.
See, I
Very
liked it
good
just
game.
because I'm a huge fan of Sam Witwer. He's a really good voice actor. He's one of my
Yeah.
favorites.
What other work has he done?
Um, he was Maul in the Clone Wars.
Oh, okay.
Um, and Rebels. I think he also voiced Maul in the Battlefront, the newer ones, EA's Battlefronts,
Yeah.
and maybe Palpatine for EA's Battlefronts.
Okay.
But he's done a bunch of other things. He was in an older TV show called what was it called? Can't remember, but it was like fairy tales come to life. He played Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Oh, Once Upon a Time.
That, thank you. Yes, he was in that show. He's been in a couple other things, but mostly yeah, he's known for Star Wars voice acting.
Okay. Okay.
And he does have a Twitch channel, I think called Sam Witwer. So shout out to Sam
Nice.
Witwer.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep up the good
Well,
work. Also got a
okay.
band.
Ooh.
Yeah, interesting music they make.
You know. Speaking of music, I was about to say it's just about that
Yeah,
time.
it's about that time.
It's
The
about that
music
time
hour.
we talk about some recommendations right
Mm-hmm.
now on my Spotify. If I hit play, it'd play you Show You the Way. Show You the Way by Thundercat. If you guys don't know who Thundercat is, phenomenal bass player. He's played with Flying Lotus, some big name artists, all around just a vibe, dude. Very good. He has a song called Dragon Ball Durag.
Okay.
Phenomenal. Also, Them Changes is like one of the best bass songs you can hear. Another bassist you can look up, it's Wolfpeck, Vulfpeck.
Okay.
Let me make sure that's spelled right. Yeah, Vulfpeck.
Okay.
Another funky little dude. But what I've been listening to recently, what I have been listening to recently,
There you go.
um, I've been listening to Caligula's Horse again. I listened to them a lot last year. Caligula apostrophe S Horse, HORSE.
Okay.
Um, they're this British progressive rock post metal band or progressive. I don't. They, no, it's Australia. My apologies. Very interesting style of storytelling in their music, but very good.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is the Odysseus. That's I, I don't know what to call it. I think it might be considered like deathcore.
Okay. Yeah, one of those
But
harder genres of metal.
yeah, it's like metalcore mixed with death metal, so it's like a bit more technical, but it's still really good. It might not be deathcore, probably more so metalcore. Um, but very, very, very neat.
Mm-hmm.
Going down my, we'll do my daily mix
Yeah,
too.
what you got in the daily?
Right now, what's getting recommended to me today is Rendezvous Point. This, I think it's like a progressive rock.
Okay.
Rendezvous Point delivers a fierce and hard-hitting energy bomb in the realm of progressive metal. It's progressive metal. Um, pretty interesting band. Kind of pushes some boundaries of like what's accepted in
Mm-hmm.
progressive metal kind of thing. Leprous. I think I mentioned them before. A they're Norwegian. No, yeah, they're from Norway. Is that Norwegian? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Norwegian's
okay.
Norway.
Um, they're. I say progressive metal, but progressive metal has so many like weird nuances because like to be progressive metal, you just have to like be metal, but make it change
Hmm.
occasionally, you know.
Yeah.
But there's so many ways, and it's very they're very artistic with the way that they like almost what's the way I can describe it, like sound engineering
Yeah.
almost, but not necessarily with like synthesized sound, but just the way that they craft their music in general, like
Hmm.
they make it feel a certain way no matter what. um like it can feel heavy and like intense, but it can be so slow and just these ominous tones. And
Yeah.
there's really not much of a drive or anything. It's just this guy, just the way he's vocalizing what he's doing, and it's he doesn't really yell or scream or anything.
Hmm.
It's just these really heavy, ominous, suspended chords that are playing with this. It's very, very, very good. Another band, or another artist, I should say. His name's Richard Henshaw.
Okay.
Um, he is a kind of like a solo project. He has some other. He's worked with or he has a main band called Haken, which I think I've mentioned before.
Okay.
Um, he's the founding member of progressive metal juggernaut Haken, as well as Nova Collective. Nova Collective is also a very good band, and Haken is as well. Um, he has really good songs
Hmm.
in this album. The Cocoon, and my favorite out of the album is Silken Chains. Um, Silken Chains, and his name's Richard Henshaw, Richardhensall. Um, very interesting. Very, it's kind of vocal, intensive. It's
Hmm.
not really metal esque. It's very indie, but musically satisfying.
Okay.
Um, really cool. Let's see if there's anything else. That is worth mentioning as of this moment. Yeah, no, I think that's about it.
That's about
I
it
think
for you.
that's about it.
Yeah. I got two dudes that I've been listening to recently. They're both kind
Okay.
of in the same style, but they each have their own uh, uniqueness to it.
Yeah,
First
go
one
ahead.
is called KSLV, is the band and or artist name. And song in particular that I listened to was Disaster.
Okay.
It's what I call it, and I could be wrong. I have no, music really experience at all, but I think it's industrial is what I'd call it. Like
Okay.
industrial EDM, where it's more
Okay.
so just about getting into kind of that bop, mood, jiving and all that. But
Yeah.
a lot of his songs are very heavy. There's no words
Okay.
usually, but it's just I like that heavy, aggressive kind of dance. And then the other dude is let me find
Is
him.
it like Excision? Have you ever heard Excision?
I don't think so, but yeah, I'll listen to
Okay.
that and see if it's like that.
Excision's like a really like a sound engineering like
Okay.
heavy. I don't want to say dubstep. It's
Hmm.
EDM kind of thing, but it's really like heavy and weird sounds. Like it sounds like machinery. It's
Okay.
weird. It's a
Yeah,
very
the
yeah.
industrial kind of stuff. The other dude is I am Jake Hill, all one word, all lowercase. And his song in particular that I really like is called By the Sword. It it's almost like three songs in one. Not in terms of
Yeah.
length, but how he sings it, because he does actually sing pretty well in my opinion. And it starts kind of a little trap like, if I had to describe it. And then that's when the industrial music kicks in. So then it turns into a bit of that industrial EDM with singing, and then about midway through, it just massively turns into a heavy metal song,
Yeah.
complete with distorted vocals, really good guitar riffs. Oh, it's so nice. I love it. But aside
Interesting.
from those two, yeah, I haven't been listening to too much else.
All right. Have you seen any movies, TV shows, anything?
Um, I've been watching Book of Boba Fett. I really
Yeah.
enjoy that. There's a lot of people that have been, or I've seen, I should say, a lot of people kind of talking smack, and I don't really understand why.
I've heard a few people like it that watched it. I mean, my favorite part of Star Wars is like not Star Wars. Like it's
Yeah,
like they're like side stories,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
stuff like what they'd probably be doing in Boba Fett. I haven't
Hmm.
watched it yet. I watched the first episode. I'm gonna get around to it here soon.
Yeah, it's quite good. Highly recommend it. The other show is Peacemaker on HBO Max. That has
All
quickly
right.
become one of my favorite shows. It's it's really good. It's really funny. It's directed by James Gunn, who is the same dude that did the Suicide Squad remake. So if you liked that, you'll probably like Peacemaker.
All right. I'll check it out.
Yeah, yeah. It's very funny. Very crude. Not really for youngins.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
aside from that, no, don't think I've seen or watched too much.
I finished the show called Invasion. I think I mentioned it on
Yeah,
one
like
of the
the
first
alien
episodes.
invasion type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, very mid show. I read a review when I first started watching it, and it
Hmm.
said Invasion shows promise in almost every way, but falls short simply because the show is what it is.
Oh,
Like it it tries to be very artistic because it's Apple TV, and they're like, "Oh, let's do all these weird nuance shots and
yeah.
these weird." The entire episode has like maybe 10 minutes of dialogue, and it's an hour long. The rest of it is just these like weird montages of like, or not even a montage, just these weird long shots of this guy looking somewhere,
Hmm.
staring off into the distance, crying, or staring, or just silently watching, or like deciding. And there's a bunch of like contemplation, and it drags, and it's the
Yeah.
last episode, and it's like, you're sitting there, and of course the twist, that like, that there's like a twist, and
Hmm.
the entire episode, like, within the first 10 minutes, you're like, okay, I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then like you're sitting there, you're sitting there, you're sitting there, you're sitting there, and you're waiting for it to happen, you're waiting for it to happen. Finally it happens at the last frame of the show, like literally the last frame, and you're like, I've waited this entire episode watching these guys just stare, not say a word, for like one frame. Like,
Hmm.
it was ridiculous. The show's okay. I like watching bad shows sometimes, just because like you could just shut your brain off
Yeah.
because the
You can laugh at how
plot's so
bad it is.
simple. Yeah, or you can just literally just watch something so simple you don't have to pay attention to it. So if you have
Yeah.
something else you want to do, um, plus I like premises. Like, the premise behind the show was really
Hmm.
good. They just executed it poorly. So I'm hoping season 2 is going to be better
Yeah.
if they do a season 2, if it was received well enough. Um, I am getting close to finishing Breaking Bad. I'm on like season 4, episode 4 or 5 or
Okay.
something. I'm almost done. I have one more season after this one. I'm about halfway through this one.
Yeah, here you go.
A little less than half. It's going crazy. It's getting good. Things are going nuts. Uh, I think I might start Better Call Saul after that, but I have to watch that movie.
Yeah. I
There's like
forget
a
what it's
Breaking Bad
called.
movie, El Camino or
Yeah,
something.
El Camino. Yeah, yeah.
Um, After that, oh, I'm also watching Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer
Okay.
on release. I'm still trying to watch some One Piece. I've been taking a break of One Piece because I've been watching Breaking Bad and stuff, and I kind of wanted to grind through that so I can finish it real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
Because I ain't finishing One Piece anytime soon. That can wait.
Yeah, not anytime
I
soon.
mean, I'm already on like, what is it? I'm on Dressrosa, so I'm pretty far in, and
Yeah.
the show's not going anywhere. So we're We're making our time. We're making our way.
That we are, that
Um,
we are.
I think I made you yawn.
That you did.
That I did.
Now there we
I
go.
think that's
I think that's a sign.
yeah. It might be a sign to cut this one. Cut this one. Cut
Yeah,
this one here. You know, it may
yeah,
be
yeah.
if not here in a sec. Um, to touch back on Demon Slayer,
Mm-hmm.
the final. I think this is the final, not final season, but this is the second season. Um, this next episode I think is the last episode in the series or this season,
Oh,
and
okay.
in this season, and it's like 45 minutes, so I'm looking forward to that. But so far, me and my buddy watched it and
Mm-hmm.
like watched the entire season basically in one day, except for the first episode because I've watched that the day prior or something, or half of it the day prior.
Yeah.
Anyways, we watched about like 9 to 10 episodes in one day. And
Damn.
honestly, based off what he said,
Mm-hmm.
I have to agree with him slightly because I think I might have seen one or two that have been on par, but he said that that was one of the best shonen arcs that he has ever seen in an
Okay.
anime. Shonen as in the One Piece,
Yeah.
like I think Naruto, My Hero Academia, like these like one guy main character
Mm-hmm.
fighter, like
Dragon Ball, I think, is a showing, isn't it?
yeah, like it's just it's like I use fireball,
Yeah.
and then he throws a fireball or something like it. That's shown in anime just in
Mm-hmm.
general, or like gum pistol or
Hmm.
something, like
Yeah.
it just, but it was very good.
Okay.
Every fight looked like movie quality. The
Nice.
arc and the storytelling was very, very good. The enemies really feel like enemies. They were like, it was very good. Very good. The pacing was some of the best I've seen in a show.
Oh, nice.
Like very, very good pacing. Each episode had just enough of everything in it to where you felt comfortable. And then even like at the beginning where it's like setting up the plot, it had
Mm-hmm.
enough to keep you really interested and enough funny moments to keep it kind of pushing along. And then like when it hit the fan, bro, like I swear it was like 4 to 5 episodes of just continuous fighting,
Damn.
like all episode long, and it was like like rarely a break. And I don't just watch anime for the
Yeah.
fights, like that's not the thing, but like it was like some of the best animations I've seen in fighting, and
Yeah.
like the best like ways of it was so cool. Very, very, very good show.
Yeah, I've heard a
um
lot of good things about Demon Slayer.
yeah, and Attack on Titan is also getting crazy. This next episode
Mm-hmm.
is going to be nuts. Everything's going wacky, uh, bonkers, banana bloopers, or whatever.
Yeah. Going
I think is
insane.
what, yeah, going crazy. But yeah, no, things things are schmoving, things are moving.
They are, they are.
But I am not, and I am getting tired after my long day of work and this very nice, pleasant conversation.
Yeah. Good
So I
conversation.
think it is time to to kick you out,
Yeah.
get everybody out.
Gotta
We're
get you.
we're we're
Party's
ending it
over.
here. We're ending it here. Get out of my house. Come back next Saturday like you always do. Even though
Yeah.
last Saturday you probably were knocking and I wasn't answering the door. I might have not
Yeah.
been home. I'm
Might
just
have
saying.
might have been unoccupied.
I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
didn't.
We'll do our
I
best to
just.
keep up on it this time.
I know. I'm sorry. I will. I was really busy last week. Last week was
Mm-hmm.
a was
Yeah, we
a
both
was a
were. I
was a
was
heck of
dealing
a
with a
one.
winter storm. You were dealing with whatever you were.
Yeah, bro. It was nuts, and I didn't have time to edit one, and I didn't have time to record one. It was really busy, but I'll make it up. I'll make it up. We're making it up.
We're back,
I'll try
baby.
to. We're back. We're back. We're here. But definitely come on back next week.
Yeah, we
We'll
hope
have
to see
one
you
next
again.
week. Uh, Prime time promise.
Mm-hmm.
That is as certain as Tom Brady quitting.
Yeah. We'll be
Yeah,
there.
yeah, retiring. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever. Quitting. He's a loser. He quit.
Oh, bro.
You could have had at least 6 more Super Bowls to
You
your name,
probably had
Tom.
another year in him.
Yeah, no, I don't don't care. Who cares?
Who cares about football anymore?
Who cares about sports? Who plays sports?
Well,
Disgusting.
that might be too far. We're gonna get hate.
Disgusting. Gross. Also, I am not keeping up with LCS. I know I said I would. But,
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I am not.
Not getting into
the
esports.
I tried, but I forgot, and you know, I'm pretty sure the season's over already.
Probably.
So I can't really do anything about that now. So it
is what it is.
It is. And on that note, I think. Oh, do we have anything to learn? I thought we always learned something new.
I informed people about Sam Witwer. You have now been blessed with the knowledge of who Sam Witwer is and what he does.
Exactly. That is.
You learn something new every day.
Days Gone is officially a Star Wars game. Today you know.
Exactly.
Today you learned. It's official Star Wars. Star Wars 3. The Flood returns.
The Flood.
All right, that's it. Come back.
We hope to see you soon.
Goodbye.